is the book of Romans, chapter 11, verse 26.
Yeah.
And it reads, and so all Israel shall be saved.
Like the brother was bringing out in Ezekiel 37, that was the purpose of the branches them being grafted back in. That all Israel, the elect of Israel, shall be saved. But what I want to quickly bring out is Hosea 8 and verse 2. It says, Israel shall cry unto me, talking about the Northern, by power we know thee. Israel has cast off the thing that is good. The enemy shall pursue him. They have set up kings, but not by me. They have made princes, and I knew it not.
Right.
Their silver and their gold have they made them idols, that they may be cut off.
Can I just elaborate on that as well? Yeah. When we turn to wickedness, you're leaving your breaches open for Satan to use his devices and swing his way in. That's why we have to stay with the scriptures and wash ourselves. And even as Solomon was instructed by David, daily meditating in the word.
Well, you see that our people have been cut off. And even today now, all 12 tribes are being grafted back in through Yahawah, because we've totally gone off.
That's right.
Yeah? This last captivity cut everybody off, man.
That's right.
And now we're coming back to who we are. We're being grafted back in. So where are these Gentiles today?
As it is written, there shall come out of Zion.
It is written. Yes, it says so that all Israel shall be saved. That's the mystery. Yeah, that Paul was speaking about in the verse before, that all Israel shall be saved.
Also, as it is written, where is it written?
Not in the New Testament.
In the Old Testament.
That's
So
right.
these things are prophecies that are actually being manifested.
That's right.
So when you take the Bible and you want to teach, and you say that every nation can be saved, you don't understand it. All right, because you despise the Old Testament.
That's right. As it is written, there shall come out of Zion the deliverer. And in Paleo Hebrew, that's Yahawah. And shall turn away ungodliness from Jacob. Yeah.
Now, isn't that what the brother was reading, man? What?
For this is my covenant unto them, when I shall take away their sins.
And who's the covenant with? The house of Israel and the house of Judah.
That's right.
Pretty clear that. Romans 8. Yeah?
Not you peons, man. Not you heathens, man.
Covenant has never been with the most, with these other nations. And never will be. Amen.
Okay, this is the book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 8.
Bring it out.
Yeah. So then they that are in the flesh.
So let's see the covenant. It says, "For this is my covenant unto them, when I shall take away their sins."
Yeah, that's the book of Hebrews, chapter 8, verse 8.
You can get this in Jeremiah chapter 31.
Verse 31.
Yeah, as it is written.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's where it is written, and this is where he's prophesying from, which is Jeremiah. For finding fault with them, he saith, Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel
Northern kingdom,
and with the house of Judah.
southern kingdom.
Verse 9? Yeah, verse 9. Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers.
Let you know that it's talking about the Israelites, because no covenant were made with these other nations.
Right. With their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt.
That's right.
Because they continued not in my covenant. And I regarded them not, saith the Lord. Verse 10. For this is the covenant that I will make.
Yeah, this is the new covenant that he's going to make with who?
With the house of Israel.
Now we're one stick.
After those days, saith the Lord, I will put my laws into their mind and write them in their hearts. And they will be and I will be Salaki to them a God, and they shall be to me a people.
Right. Yes. Now, this is Jeremiah 32. Jeremiah 32, and I'm going to start at 37. Behold, I will gather them out of all countries, whether I have driven them in mine anger, in my fury, and in great wrath. I will bring them again unto this place, and I will cause them to dwell safely.
That's right.
They shall be my people.
Whose people?
My people. And I will be their power, and I will give them one heart and one way, that they may fear me forever, for the good of them and of their children after them. And I will make an everlasting covenant with them. That I will not turn away from them to do them good, but I will put my fear in their hearts. They shall not depart from me. Yes, so this is getting into the covenant. Yeah? So when you read about the covenant of the New Testament that we speak about, that church speaks about, not for those spiritual Israel, but the actual seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Yeah?
Sure.
Go on, bring that up.
This is Amos chapter 9 verse 11.
Get out.
In that day will I raise up the tabernacles of David
That's right.
that is fallen,
That's what's happening now.
and close up the breaches thereof. I will, therefore, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old, that they may possess the remnant of Edom. That they may possess the remnant of Edom.
That's right.
And all the heathens which
I'm going to preach
and
it.
all the heathen which are called by my name, save Yahawah.
How do you say who?
Save Yahawah.
How do you fit these other nations into salvation? If we're going to possess the remnant of Edom, the reason why it says remnant are when judgment comes, some of them is going to be missing, but we're going to need some of them to build up the kingdom.
Khan,
It says, and all the Gentiles,
Khan, all the heathen.
Slakia, yeah, all these other nations, yeah, we're going to need them to build up the kingdom.
That's right.
Yeah, go on.
That do this, Slakia.
Yeah, go on.
And verse 13. Behold, the days come, saith Yahawah, that the plowman shall overtake the reaper.
And who is the plowman?
Israel.
That's right. Go on.
And the tender of grapes, him that soweth seed, and the mountains shall drop sweet wine, and all the hills shall melt. That's meaning that the famous celebrities, the Jay-Z's,
That's right.
and the mountains being
Because what's going to happen, they're going to have to go with the people, the dumps, the bunkers and that. So we're going to get them and they're going to pay. Even if you hide your tooth that you can hide, you're going to get him, man.
Verse 2,
Alright?
Amos chapter 9 verse 2. Though they dig into hell, hence shall mine hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, hence will I bring them down.
And that's why they're trying to, because what's his name? Is it Elon Musk or whatever? Elon Musk. Yeah, they're trying to go to Mars, they're going to flee. They understand what's going on. You see, it's only the lower level Edomite that don't understand what's taking place. But these people know what's going on. There's people that watching right now, they're afraid because for some reason, there's more chariot in the heavens, man. More than ever. They'll be seen in space, in heaven, with formation. Like, they're formation, bro. Just wait for that time.
Remember that film Avengers? And they got Samuel Jackson, yeah? He's got that company, that elite company, and they've got that thing that sits in the firmament. They sit up high and it's cloaked in that invisibility stuff. That's why it says in Daniel that their knowledge has increased so vast, but they can't leave the firmament. They can't go into space. They can't go into Mars because there's a glass firmament.
There's knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom.
That's right.
It's a trick bag. It's a trick bag because that same knowledge that you have will bring you to your destruction.
Exactly.
They've been building all those missiles. What do you think it's for? It's for your own destruction, man.
You hear the saying, when you dig a pit, dig two.
Yes. Yeah. That's right.
Amos 9:14, and I will bring again the captive of my people,
That's right.
Israel,
That's right.
And they shall build the waste cities and inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards.
That means we're going home.
Man.
Can I read that?
And
you're not done.
and they shall plant vineyards and drink the wine thereof.
That's right.
They shall
They shall plant vineyards and drink the wine, because what? When you read the curses, these other nations, it says the fruit of thy land, all thy labor, shall another nation eat up. So now we're going to start enjoying the fruit of our own hands.
Yeah. You don't want your dirty hands touching our wine. They shall also make gardens and eat the fruit of them, and I will plant them upon their land, and they shall no more be.
Now this is a prophecy. If he's going to plant us in the land, how are we in the land now then?
And they shall no more be pulled up out of their land,
Right.
which I have given them, saith Yahawah their power.
Right, that's our last captivity, yeah?
That's right.
Isaiah 1 and 26. And it reads, and I will restore thy judges as at the first, and thy counselors as at the beginning. Afterward, thou shalt be called the city of righteousness,
That's right.
the faithful city. So we're going to make sure, like, the vibration that we'll be on, they'll be looking at us and they'll be like, yeah, we want to be like these people.
That's right.
The city of righteousness. The city of righteousness, the faithful city, because now we'll be keeping the law like to the T. And us keeping the law will create what? Harmony. Because right now, as we know, if you read Proverbs 28, what does it say? Even the fish are crying.
That's right.
The trees are not happy. All right? Bring it out. The trees are not happy, man. Right? The preachers are very, very upset right now.
And going back to this,
Very upset.
going back to this mind thing, like even when you read the gospel in Isaiah 61, and I think verse 3, it says, we shall be called the planting of the Lord, trees
That's
of
right.
righteousness.
Proverbs chapter 29 and verses 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
That's right.
But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
Right, so
You're not seeing the people.
you see the people mourning.
You're not people mourning.
You see the creature, the species mourning. Why? Because we're not in power. Once we get in power now, we will put, you know, freedom, like even the air that you will breathe, it will be different. Why? Because by us keeping the law, it will bring back the harmony. And then the people of the other nation, they will see that how important it is to keep the law. So what's going to happen? They're going to speak Hebrew. Right. The educational system will be based on our culture, on our history, on the way we are. They will dress like us. Yeah? The women will be dressed like our women. They will try to be like us. We will be the head. Alright? And that will be the tail. We will bring that faithfulness. You know how you got a dog that does what you tell me, what you tell him to do. That's what we're going to be unto our God.
That's right.
We're going to be a faithful people, man.
Caleb.
When you read Psalms 82 and 5, it says the whole earth is out of course.
I've got another precept as well.
When we're in rulership now, this is when everything's going to go back in sync.
Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 7. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet.
This is when we're back in rulership. Go on.
They break forth into singing. There the fire trees,
Fir trees, go on.
so there the fir trees, Salakia, rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down,
Yeah, since this man has been taken out of power, what?
no fella is come up against us.
Yeah, because what's Esau doing? The man would get rid of the whole flipping Amazon if he could. Like, we get oxygen from trees. So you're getting rid of our biggest source of flipping oxygen.
But the reason why Esau is not spiritual,
It's not nothing.
Esau is carnal. Right? He doesn't understand how these work. But remember, who created this earth? Allah Hayam. Who are the Yahawah? They are fellow brothers. All right? We were part of the elect, were also part of the creation to a certain extent. So when we come back then, it's going to be natural for us to understand how the stuff, how the vibration works, how things works. They don't understand that because they weren't part. They came from us. They're natural. They only know how to destroy. That's the vibration that comes with them. All right?
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 13. And the Lord shall make thee the head and not the tail.
That's right.
And thou shalt be above only.
That's right.
And thou we shall be above only. And thou shalt not be beneath.
That's right.
If thou hearken unto the commandments of the Lord Yahawah thy power,
That's right.
which I command thee this day to observe and to do them.
That's right. I'm going to precept. In the book of Jeremiah 33 and 7. And I will cause the captivity of Judah and the captivity of Israel to return, and will build them as at the first. Going back to his Isaiah 26. He will build us back. And Amos 9 and 11. And that's what's going on right now. The tabernacle is being built as we speak. That's right. Alright? Verse 8. And I will cleanse them from all the iniquity whereby they have sinned against me. And I will pardon all the iniquity whereby they have sinned and whereby they have transgressed against me.
It's the book of Micah, chapter 4 and verse 7. And it reads, And I will make her that halted a remnant, and her that was cast far off a strong nation.
That's right. So we were cast out. We were the dung of the earth.
That's
We
right.
were at the bottom of the barrel. You know, we were the least. But really, that's because, like the Bible, the brother read it somewhere when he said, "We did it to ourselves."
That's
talking
right.
about the olive trees. But now that we have to come back to our identity, to ourselves. But it started with the prophet. That's what we're doing. We're showing the example of how to come back and be great again.
Right.
So when Trump said, "I'll make America great again," who will say, "Who will make Israel great again?"
That's right.
All right?
That's right.
It's gonna happen.
It's happening.
Continuation of verse 7 of Micah 4. And it reads,
Somebody's belly that's strong. Babylon incense, man.
Got it from Dan.
Got it from Dan, isn't it? Dan is a bad Cannabis is
I'll take it again from the top. Micah 4 verse 7 reads, And I will make her that halted a remnant, and her that was cast far off a strong nation, and the Lord shall reign over them in Mount Zion from henceforth, ever forever.
Here's my favorite part.
Verse 8, And thou, O tower of the flock, the stronghold of the daughter of Zion, unto thee shall it come.
It says, unto thee shall it come. Good.
Even the first dominion, the kingdom shall come to the daughter of Jerusalem.
It's letting you know who the kingdom is for. It says the daughter of Jerusalem. So these other nations can't be grafted in and be partakers. Now this is our second Esdras, chapter 2. Second Esdras, chapter 2, verse 10. Thus saith the Lord unto Esdras, Tell my people that I will give them the kingdom of Jerusalem, which I would have given unto Israel. Their glory also would I take unto me, and give these the everlasting tabernacles, which I have prepared for them. They shall have the tree of life for an ointment of sweet savour. They shall neither labour nor weary. Let's go back into Isaiah 43. We're going to have that rest, man.
When these places you know better. Sometimes when you're in captivity and you're knowing this truth, it's hard for you to understand when you're in a situation where you don't have what you used to have. So you try to, it's only right that you come back to your natural way of thinking and say, yo, I need to create something, right? But this place is not your rest. Ask Jay-Z if he's resting. Jay-Z is not sleeping, man. They go home. Because everything that they do has to come from Esau. They're almost emasculate. It's like, but they're not real men.
Not almost.
They are emasculate. So the Most High will give us our nuts back in the kingdom.
Right.
That's what's going to happen.
That's right.
We'll be men again in the kingdom. That's why, yes.
Right now, most of us are in Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah.
So we literally love our presence. And
So that's why we should fight to do what we do right now. It might not be a big thing. Why is it not? It's a big thing, but because Esau made us carnal. So everything that is spiritual, we don't understand it. But we understand that that's a big thing, because what we do, we invest in the kingdom. We invest in our future. Don't let's say in the art. Invest in your future. Yeah, so invest in your future. How will you can't invest right now because the stock market, all those things, they're about to be pressed. Yeah, the reset button will be pressed. They will want you to get into the mark, the mark of the beast, to get the chips and that. So that one don't make sense anymore. There's no point having, a 5 years and a 10 years, plan of action. Have a plan of action, but let it be the Yahawah plan of action. I'm the salesman, so I say, get with a program, right? And
Buy this truth.
exactly, buy this truth and sell it not, all right? And invest in your future, and the future is here. Keeping the laws and understanding this faith and this truth. That's what going to get you salvation. Isaiah 33:6. Wisdom and salvation shall be the stability of time.
That's right.
And they lie to you, but they got this slogan, the future's bright, the future's orange.
That's right.
The future is Yahawah.
That's right. The future is bright. And the future is
Can I
Yahawah.
just cut in? Yeah, the future is orange for a lot of you guys because fire burns orange red.
That's right.
So it is orange for you guys.
That's right.
It is.
No vitamin C on it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, so as the brother was saying as well, yeah. What manner of people does that make you to be then?
Yes.
What manner of people are you to be? Now we are knowing that you're Israel, like the Nick Cannons and the what's his name, the Ice Cubes, all of these guys, the PDDs or whatever, coming up saying Kendrick Lamar. What manner of people are you meant to be? Because you're still holding hand in hand. You're not. You've got to break through, separate from your enemies.
You can only be what you're supposed to be. We made a lesson about reincarnation, and the spirit of the prophet is subject to the prophet. So the reason why they know that the Hebrew Israelites they can't get with the program, right, is because they're not meant to get with the program. Then they will know that the Hebrew Israelites. So they have to play the role. They're going to have to play the role act. So they're playing the role right now. But he's talking to those who are, hesitating, man. You know you're a Hebrew Israelite, but the Most High open all avenue for you, to follow this thing, to come in, but you don't want to come in.
He's bidding you to the marriage.
He's bidding you to the marriage, but you're taking time to be. It's a beautiful woman. She might not be, right now, she's a beautiful woman, but right now, the Most High made her into not attractive woman to trick you. But if she was a beautiful woman, you would jump in. But now you want to see her beauty. You have to come closer to see her inner beauty. And that's what Yahawah is doing.
And can I just ask, what they're actually doing in a sense is the story of the 10 virgins. You had the five foolish virgins who were called, they knew they were Israel, they were called and doing everything they needed to do. But at the same time, they were lazy, they were sluggish, they were resisting the call. Put it like that. And then you had the five virgins that did what they were commanded to do. They kept the faith, and in the end, they were bid into the marriage. So that's the best example of what God is bringing out.
So yeah, so right now we came back, the same prophet came back, and we're telling you lot to get ready, man, because as you can see yourself, things are changing right now. You know, we're getting back to the tier 2, the tier 1, the tier 3. And the tier 1 is almost is like places that are outside London, like small town. And then you go tier 3, Birmingham, Manchester, something like that, and boom, the tier 2. But it goes to show you that you're not free anymore, man. That will give you a bit of time for your Christmas so you can be more pagan. But after that, spend money.
That money,
That's what that's about. The economy.
And that's it. That's the reason why they kept London to tier 2.
And also keep
That's the reason why they did that.
also keep the sin going. They need that sin to continually be going on.
But what I'm saying is like we're not free anymore, but we never be free. But you know what I'm saying? My body is like you can't make a move like do what you used to do before. That's the most side. Don't blame Boris Johnson. Boris Johnson is just a pawn. You know?
No.
Just what did you say?
He's performing his lot.
Yeah, he's performing in love. Okay, Yahawah is the one who put everything on lockdown. So for you to see it, hearken to his voice, man, but very soon it'll be too late. You know?
Get me Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 8.
Oh, you know what?
I'll get me Joel chapter 3, verse 9. And if you get me Isaiah 14 again, Isaiah 14 and start from 5. Let's go into Ezekiel 25, Ezekiel 24, 5. 24 start
In the book of Jeremiah, chapter 28 and verse 8, and it reads, "The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old."
So this is saying what the brother was saying. We are subject to the prophets. Yeah, the prophets are subject to the prophets. So when you see us out here, the prophesying to the winds, it was Israel, like you said, they're going to be who they're going to be. They're not going to understand. And even though they might say, oh, they're Israel, what manner of person are you meant to be? Like you're meant to be keeping the law, statutes and commandments and with your brethren, man.
The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries.
Both against what?
Both against many countries.
So we prophesy against Babylon.
That's right.
We don't like it here. This after burn. Babylon after burn. Because you got this mark of the beast, the RFID chips, the injections, they're coming upon you soon. Yeah? If you can't see the signs coming, yeah, you're gonna feel it.
Both against many countries, against great kingdoms of war and of evil.
And of what?
And of evil.
So we prophesy war, we prophesy plagues, we prophesy destruction, because you have to let my people go. Understand?
And of evil, and of pestilence.
And of pestilences, yeah, famine, pestilence, war. What's pestilence and what?
Verse 9. The prophet which prophesies of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known.
Then shall what?
Then shall the prophet be known.
Like Yahawah Shai. Yeah, when he came, he said when he started to speak, you know that the Messiah has come. Because what he done, the miracles he created upon the earth. Yeah.
That the Lord Yahawah have truly sent him.
That the Most High has truly sent the Messiah, the Comforter, the Mediator. Yeah? Bring it out, bro.
This is the book of Joel, chapter 3 and verse 9.
Bring it out.
Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles.
Go on.
Proclaim ye this among the
So
Gentiles.
we're out here trying to explain this among the Gentiles. Yeah?
But that Gentile is not the Gentile of the
No, like this is the Gentile, this is the heathen. Proclaim this to the heathens, yeah, to the Gentile, even the ones that are Israel that are keeping it. Proclaim it to the Gentiles exactly what it means. Exactly. Tell this to the people that want to be up in this place.
Prepare war.
Do what?
Prepare war.
There's war. We are warriors. Yeah. We are men of war. Yeah? If we are like unto Yahawah, we are men of war. That's right.
Wake up, the mighty men. Let all all the men of war draw near.
Okay, let's hold that quickly. Get me a quick precept. Second Ezra 15 and 1. Let all the men of war draw near. We are not men of hugs and kisses or like the Christian church. Oh, God saved the world. God said, if any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
That's right.
We are not lovers of this world because we got faggotry in this world. We got abortion clinics in this world. We got them sucking up the oils, and famine to the people of Israel. I'm going to read this, brother.
Second Ezra 15 and 1, it says, behold, speak down the ears of my people the words.
Speak unto the ears of your own people. We don't cast pearls to the swine.
People, the words of prophecy.
The words of what?
The words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, says Yahawah.
He's going to put it in our mouths to understand the prophecies and the times that we're living in, man.
That's right.
The heathens don't understand. They're running around fearful. Oh, I need to have a mask on. But I'm listening to the system. The system have got you in miscombobulated that you are a child of God and He can protect you from this famine, from these pestilences, from the war and destruction.
It says, and cause them to be written in paper.
That's why we read the Bible. That's it.
For they are faithful and true.
And this is the word. No other book shall want than me. Read that. Keep going on that, Joel. Yeah, we're going on.
Joel chapter 2, Joel chapter 3 and verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up.
And also when he say men of war, obviously, we're not talking about taking up arms. The spiritual warfare. When warring against the system is keeping the law. And warring against the system is walking that narrow path because this system show you a certain way. But the most I say come out of her. That's war. Alright? War is not taking a gun. We don't how salvation doesn't come through weaponry.
Okay.
Alright?
Get me second Ezra chapter 16 verse 19. Because when keep reading that.
Verse 10. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong.
Let the what?
Let the weak say, I am strong.
So we are weak in these conditions that we are under by these heathens, by the Gentiles.